Hello, and welcome to episode 85 of Super Pros Bros. I'm player 2, Eli, and with me, as always, is...
Player 1, Ike, and Angelina Broly. Did you know that this pod is on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spoofy?
I did not have Brolo. Are those the same places the good people could?
Like?
Comment?
Share?
And subscribe?
I really hope so, but with all these unintended question marks we put at the end of these words, I am unsure myself. Who am I? Where are you? What is this?
Oh, we had a good run.
The people! Ah!
Well, while he is battling his crisis of conscience, as of... It has not been super long since we've last recorded.
It's been a week.
I'd say my life has been, I don't know, banal. I don't know. I spent a decent amount of the week in a little bit of a depressed stupor. Wasn't great, but getting out of it. Excited about the update they're making for Last Epoch that starts next week. That I can know life like a motherfucker. I went to a Mariners game yesterday, which I thought was going to be a shit show and a blowout, and it was just not the direction I thought. The Mariners
The
have
fact
not
that
been...
you knew which way it could have potentially gone
Well, the Mariners
shocks
have...
me that you knew that
the
much
Mariners
about
have not been having a
baseball.
good season, and so people at work who are Mariners fans have been like lamenting the season so far.
Got it.
And my buddy is a huge Mariners fan, and he goes to a shit ton of games. So he's just been like, it's not a good season. And the first inning, top of the fucking first, the Astros like got a run. They had like bases loaded for a while. Like it looked like it could have been a disaster. And so it's like it's inning one. It's like, boy, we're in for 9 of these. Well, it ended up being fucking 9-2 in favor of the Mariners. So they just had a couple monster innings. It's like, okay, never mind. This is a blowout, just not the direction I surmised from the start. I hung out with Eli the other night. Very fun, very cozy. Watched some Avatar together since I've been rewatching that because everybody needs more Iroh in their life.
In times such as these, Iroh is key.
Yep. Still the goat male role model in a show.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an episode right there as we do go down and do male and female role models.
Yeah, like
it's just the easiest like windmill slam first round draft pick for male role
100%. Like I've tried things because it's like he's not even a perfect character, which is what makes him great because he's human.
Yeah.
Like he's got flaws and he
has flaws, he has strong preferences. He's got he is a little bit of a womanizer at times.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's got a bit of the dirty old man in him.
Yeah. But in a respectful, adorable sort of way.
It's also the same episode, he casually steals he
hey man.
He yoinks some perfume. He's like, oh, this is nice. It's just puts it up his sleeve. But yeah, so that, and I watched, good lord, I watched an intense as fuck show, the Pit. God damn, that is not a show to watch if you're squeamish. Just gonna throw that out there. Episode 1, it shows a degloving injury.
Oh
yeah.
If you don't know what that is, do not look it up. Just know that it's bad.
Don't. That is here. I'll sate your curiosity. If you don't know, that's where your skin comes off. It is. It is not comfortable.
You're just shedding, right?
Yeah. Very violent shedding. Yeah. I'll maybe talk about that later. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week. Work, watching some shows, finished a book, hung out with Eli, went to a Mariners game.
Ooh, what book did you finish?
I finished Jade War.
Okay.
Very good. I liked the ending, felt less cheap than the first one, which was good. And I I kind of knew that like one character, I knew one thing was gonna change for him. I wasn't sure how. Like I knew something had to change for Andon, and it ends up changing in a way that I wasn't expecting. But I like it. Um, and I knew like there had to be consequences for one character for when, and I wasn't sure what those were gonna look like. And those finally came.
How would you rate it?
I would give it like a solid 8.5 to 9. It's very good. It has one of the most tense scenes and sequences in a fucking book I've ever read.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, where someone just fucking rolls up in like a press conference and just challenges someone to a duel. I'm like, I'm sorry, what now?
Motherfucker,
Like,
let's get it on.
yeah, it's just like you have slandered my name and called me a whore. Fuck you, I offer you a clean blade. It's just like, oh, I did not have this in my bingo card at all. Like, so, um, yeah, no, it's very good.
Sweet.
What about you? What's been going on this last week?
I continue to go through dating apps like they are low rent saltines.
Fair.
I had 2 dates this week. They both were, one of which I initially was kind of like disinterested in. Then by the end, I was like, okay, maybe I will see a movie with her. Because she, like, at the end of our date, recommended a movie and recommended, like, maybe we hang out. These times are good for me. I was like, okay, maybe. Initially, I wasn't thinking so, but, like, over the course of the date, kind of won me over. By
Okay.
the time I was like, oh shit, I forgot to ask a couple questions that are somewhat pertinent. I was like, hey, where do you stand on mental health, and where do you stand on, I don't even remember what the other thing was. It was mildly pertinent, and I sent her that text. I went home. By the time I got home, it's like 20-minute drive, and we had just talked about like meeting up, seeing things. I had not like talked about it. She brought it up. By the time I got home, she had answered and been like, I don't think this is a good match. I'm out of here. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you like talk about future dates and then by the time I get home, you're like, nah, I'm out? Like, really? Me double checking that you're about mental health and this other thing, which we agreed on both points, and then you canceled? I'm like, I don't understand. I wasn't that like broken up about it, but I was very
Yeah.
perplexed. And went on a date Friday. Person was really nice. It's just a shitty reminder of how physical creature I am in regards to preferences, that like them a lot, but it's just like, I don't find you sexually attractive, which fucking sucks because I love hanging out with you, but
Yep.
also don't need friends in different cities, so that was kind of a bummer.
Yep.
But
Felt
tis
that.
what it tis, you know. And
Sure.
intangibles are intangibles. Kind of have a new situationship going, like starting off. Uh, person's very fun to hang out with. Like willing to come up, hang out, watch a show, have some fun, get a snack, high five, leave. It's been, I like, that's not even a joke. That is literally how it ended. It was all right, see you later. Fucking high five. All
Poggers.
right.
All right.
Yeah, basically. And it's like kind of awesome. Would love hanging out. I don't think it's something that has any particular feature. I don't think they think so either, but just having some good old fashioned skin to skin fun time. It's lovely.
Respect.
Had this great one that I hope is going to blow your mind because it blew my mind.
Sound up.
So we were watching Avatar in repose yesterday.
Solid.
Great choice. Always
Yep.
a banger.
Yep.
Save a couple episodes. Those don't do well post coital. Just chilling. You're like, I feel things. Okay.
Okay.
Waterbenders
Mm-hmm.
have to have water to move it.
Yeah.
Earthbenders have to have earth to move it.
Yep.
Airbenders have to have air to move it. Firebenders
Can make stuff. Yeah.
make it. Yeah. It's such a random thing that I never thought of in my whole entire time watching the show, because I was, show's so good, don't pay attention to it. But literally, fire, they just manifest the fucking element where these other poor fuckers are like, All right, I need a lump of clay.
mean,
I need a tree. I need a fucking.
yeah, I mean, like, that to be fair, like, it is. I would argue the air is kind of the same way because you're never going to space. So,
Fucking bitch, don't tell me what I do.
okay, sure. All right, Kirk. Fuck off. But you assuming you're not going into orbit, like
Yeah.
Airbenders, effectively the same thing where they take control of it. So it's like that. Those kind of fall under the
But I
same
mean, air
category
is
in
an
my mind.
omnipresent element.
I mean, to a degree, in their interpretation of fire, kind of is too, because it's like a gift from the sun. Essentially, it's the heat from the sun.
Okay. Either way, fucking mind
Yeah,
blowing to like partner of hang out with is just like, it just like I was like, ah, I was like, I didn't even think about that. I was like, yeah, this is not like fucking Full Metal Alchemist where you need a lighter.
yeah. You don't need the fucking spark gloves.
Yeah. But that was pretty wild. Other than that, yeah, I mean it's been a week. Oh, this week was the closeout, and now this next week that I'm going into is spring break. So I've been thinking about that. Like I'm kind of planning towards what I'm gonna do with my free time, which is for those of you that know me outside of this podcast is so me. It's just be like, all right, what am I gonna do with all this time? Just like need to allocate it.
Yeah.
It was like kind of cool. As we were closing out, there were like books at like there's somebody brought in like no joke 10,000 books or something like that, just an
Good
absurd
lord.
amount. And that might be over exaggeration, but it was a fuck ton. It was boxes and boxes of books. And got to go through and grab some ones for free. One of which was fucking sick. It's such a find. Is Frank Miller's fucking one of his Batman novels.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like, fucking send it. Also, got a gift for our dad. I'm not going to say what it is. You'll be surprised at your birthday or Christmas. I think you'll enjoy the fuck out of it. And then this is wild. Somebody made a book where they went around and asked intelligent people, like like writers for the New York Times and shit, come up with a top 64 bracket of whatever category and choose the winner. And so it's it's just page after page of these top 64 brackets, one of which being the most emasculating nicknames in sports history. And it's 64 of them, and they chose which one was the most emasculating. I was like, that's so fucking awesome. I'm so happy to read this fucking book. It's just a bunch of like random ass other ones, but it's just like these...
do you remember what the top emasculating one was?
I remember one of the people in it. I don't remember who the top emasculating was. Damn. One of the people in it was Pee Wee Reese.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. It was bad because he was small, but it's still just
still bad.
Yeah. It's not the best.
Pee Wee is an awful nickname. I'm just gonna say it. That shit's terrible.
Good thing he was a great guy and a very good baseball player. He's the guy that's famous to stand alongside Jackie Robinson.
Okay.
One day it won't matter what color our skin is, but what numbers on the back of our uniform or something, or like what team we play for, or something like that. Is like the kind of his speech where he walked over to the other base and like held his hand while in the South, even though he's from the South, kind of to show brotherhood with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a bunch of those. There was I don't know, I didn't realize that this was a thing. I'm not surprised, but Nathan W. Pyle, who did the Strange Planet cartoon series, started online, has an fucking Apple TV show that is weird. Certain things should stay in their lane. I'm not saying that to be like, go fuck yourself and know your place, but like watching a 4-panel comic become a full-fledged cartoon is just kind of weird for my brain. Not a fan of it. It's still decent. Him and Dan Harmon made it, so I love it that, but like But one of his comic book, like one of his like collections of 4-panel comics was there. I was like, swipe! Always meant to buy one of these, and I fucking love this guy, so it was savage. A couple other fun pickups, but Getting free books at work. Dope. Anything else happened this week? I played Tapper for the first time. That was actually kind of cool. We went Friday, went on a date, and went to an arcade. And they had a bunch of like old school games like Tapper, Galaga, Centipede.
Oh, okay. I was struggling. I was like, what the fuck is Tapper?
Yeah, so Tapper's the game that is showcased in Wreck-It Ralph
Yeah,
after
it's
he's like sad.
like where you're tending to a bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the game is so fucking fun and so fucking hard. It might be one of the games that I most want to like replay. It's really fucking difficult. But that one was
there's a clause. Heimdall decided to get up.
Yeah, I figured.
I just like stretched his back foot and just like claws in my calf. I was like, ah.
But yeah, I think that's. I'm this next week. I'm going to be prepping for a tournament that's happening. I'm going up to the Bay Area to play in. Not of any like particularly like large acclaim or anything, but hoping to do kind of good so well. Could make some scratch.
We do love scratch.
Do love scratch. Well, apparently you don't, because you just took your cat off your lap. Hey, got him. Okay. So, speaking...
I know you know the look I'm giving my monitor right now.
Fuck to the you, mother.
No, not that one. It's the... You're fucking serious. Yeah. Now you know.
Well, a serious issue that we should talk about is divorce. No, I'm just kidding. I know I was going to that.
Jesus. Okay, I'm just gonna stop you.
So the topic for today we've come up with is yet another game. We're going to play Epic Custody Battles of Fiction, as I am lightly dubbing it.
How does it make any sense? There's not kids involved.
For some of these there are.
Sure.
All right. Happily Forever is truly fiction. How about that? Which, whatever.
That's
so
much more pertinent, I think.
The game we are playing is we have both come up with 8 pairings of couple versus couple, each of which will be a different expected timeline from the person who created the battle. The game is for the other person to guess which one is going to last the longest, and then which ones were going to last how long. So, for instance, the kind of throwaway, because we talked about this as impetus for this episode, is Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy versus Lois Lane and Clark Kent. So, for those of you that can do any kind of outside the box thinking, the one that's going to last longer here is Lois Lane and Clark Kent for 5 reasons.
No, Lois Lane, Miss Piggy is awful.
Miss Piggy is abusive as shit, and Kermit is on the point. The whole run of the Muppets, he's clearly on his last iota, and if the fucking camera would turn away, that bitch would be a sandwich. So that's 1. 2, Clark Kent is that basic. 3, Lois Lane is looking at basically Jesus with abs and laser beams for eyes. 4, the man has superhuman strength and abilities. I'll let you think how that plays out in the bedroom.
And 5, endurance.
Clark Kent is from Kansas, and Lois Lane is way above his perceived batting range. So that man ain't going fucking nowhere. So, in this instance, Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, we would determine as being not long for this world. So short, we're going to go short, medium, long, or like forever, however you want to typify it. So that one would be a short relationship. Lois Lane and Clark Kent would be a long relationship. So there are 3 points available: getting the couple right, and then getting the distances correct. I think. Do we want to like weight it higher on any one of those, or just leave it at 3 points?
I think you can just leave it at 3.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or shall I?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So Jake and Amy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine versus Monarch versus Jake and Amy versus Monarch and Dr. Girlfriend.
Oh, I think it's Jake and Amy.
Yep.
I think it's Jake and Amy long, Dr. Girlfriend, Monarch, medium.
Yep.
3 for 3?
Yep.
Sick!
Yeah, I think they're just too unstable and would probably be too bored to stay long term.
I mean, like, Dr. Girlfriend can do better, and the Monarch is really annoying. So it is like a bad fight and a good swoop in from a decent guy, and it's over. Yeah. Jake and Amy have gone through so much, and they both kind of fawn over each other in these adorable long-term ways.
Like
and
they clearly put in effort. They want to make it work. They want to keep it interesting. Like
they also both work the same job, so understand what like a lot of the debilitating factors would be.
They get the stressors, and also like, I mean, the show ends with Jake like putting family above his job.
Yeah.
So it's like
choosing something above his job for the first time ever.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that is his whole character growth, is him being a better man and willing to not be a selfish kid.
Yeah.
Like, they go the distance. And you're right. Monarch and Dr. Girlfriend, like Dr. Girlfriend can do better.
Yeah.
Damn. As long as they can get past the voice. Yeah. Damn, smoke cigarettes? Do you eat them?
All right. So my first one up is Wesley and Buttercup from The Princess Bride versus Flynn and Rapunzel from Tangled.
This is a frustrating problem because I also have Buttercup and Wesley. I think I almost go Flynn and Rapunzel long term, and go Wesley Buttercup medium. Like I want to make Wesley Buttercup go long term, but I'm like, you guys don't fucking know anything about each other. Like he, and I feel like he's putting in so much more effort than you are, and you're just a bleeding heart kind of bimbo. Like Rapunzel at least has a personality to her. But Flynn kind of sucks. And is kind of a fucking shitty vagabond. So
you let me know when you've decided.
When I fucking done hemming and hawing of it. Okay. Actually, I think I go Wesley Buttercup long term, Flynn and Rapunzel medium.
Fuck! God, you almost had it exactly wrong. Fuck! God, it was so close. Your initial thing, I was like, one time lock it in.
Yeah, I had to get out of my brain and think in yours.
Fuck. I mean, like, Wesley and Buttercup are forever. It's hokey, but like clearly the confines and also what they've been through.
Sure.
Fucking Rapunzel's been a fucking tower her whole entire life. She knows fuck nothing. All, and she's being introduced to the royal court. The likelihood that either for country or for self, she ditches this fucking rube who's out here like swindling people.
Yeah.
I don't have him going short term, but I have him going medium, I think. Yeah, I have him going medium, so you got it exactly right. Fuck! God, so close. I was like, dude, lock it in. I almost like put in the 0. And then I was like, no, he's not done yet. Fuck. All right. What's next, jerk?
All right, you have Diane and Guy from BoJack Horseman against Edward, and Winry from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Guy is the buffalo dude?
Yes.
I know who I'm picking, and I know where half of them are going. I'm locking in Edward and Winry, long-term winner. I'm just trying to figure out if Diane Guy are short-term or medium-term.
Okay, you are 2 for 2 on Ed and Winry being long-term.
I mean, that was kind of a given for me. It's just like, one, I don't
Yep.
think you would hurt your own mental canon on that one.
No, I can't. It's too locked in for
And
me.
two, it's
Sure.
like they've been through so much. Edward has grown so much. Winry has become awesome. Like, yeah, this is like, hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna go Diane and Guy medium.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was like, Diane's grown. If this is like, if Diane hadn't had her growth arc, I would say short term.
Yeah.
Because that relationship does not look like it has legs.
Like,
it looks like it has horns.
Okay, calm down. This is a workplace. You need to settle down. Yeah. So my thought process, the Edward and Winry, it's the cute like kid romance. They grew up together and like they actually grew up.
Yeah.
Plus shared trauma is a hell of a bonding agent. Diane and Guy, I'm like, if you're right, if she wasn't on antidepressants, I say short term, like just because of how fucking her and Mr. Peanut Butter went. But it's like I don't know that
Her
she
and a
stays.
lot of other people go. Like she doesn't. She clearly has like mediocre dating practices.
Yeah, like I feel like at a certain point she wants more
Yeah.
insane. Like I feel like she's kind of a person that's drawn to melodrama and insanity. Like, and that
Yeah. Also,
is,
another point for going
yeah,
medium term, she sucks at breaking up with people, including Mr. Peanut Butter.
yeah.
So she just might drag it into the medium term, even if it should have been short.
Yeah, true. All right.
All right. Next up on the docket, Megara and Hercules versus Duchess and Thomas O'Malley from Aristocrats.
Oh, I do not remember Aristocrats well enough. Oh shit. I don't think I've seen the Aristocrats since I was like 7. So
Same.
So that's that's a shot in the dark. I just don't even have an opinion. So let's focus on Megan Hercules. Let's focus on this dumpster fire. Like she lies to him, kind of betrays him a bit. Like just doesn't reveal that she's working for Hades. But he is such a fucking naive bumpkin that his immortal soul is incorruptible because he loves her. Hmm. I don't fucking know. I am going to say Duchess and Thomas O'Malley. I'll give them medium, or I'll give them medium because I don't know. So I'm just shot in the dark. Megan Hercules probably have to go long, even if I think it's nonsense.
So you let me know when you're finished.
Yeah, Megan Hercules long, Duchess and Thomas O'Malley medium.
All right, you're 2 for 3. I'm surprised the way you were talking it up. I thought you were going to go Megan Hercules short.
I debated it, but Hercules is too stupid and stubborn.
Okay, 1, yes. 2. All right, there's a couple factors at play why Megan. I'm going to defend the long because I do think Hercules dumb and Meg wily. However, have you seen Hercules? I do think Meg wants to be the brains in whatever outfit she's in at the end of the day. So there's that, and she's going to do that every time with Hercules.
Sure.
Also, could do way worse physically.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they both risk their lives to save the other and know that. And I think that makes, especially given for the time frame, a big deal.
Sure.
Like she sacrifices, like she has a change of character, and he's always been fawning over her. So that's the long term. Duchess and Thomas, I have as being short. For one, Thomas O'Malley's a street cat, and Duchess is a privileged fucking house pet. Thomas has been fucking since day one, and Duchess is over here like a prized racehorse. Thomas is 100% hitting and quitting that shit. He's not going to know how to live in a house. He's not going to know how to get fed when he's supposed to. That motherfucker is going to eat their rat friend and then bounce after getting one more bit of puss. He is 1,000% short term.
Okay. I just didn't fucking remember. I didn't remember who Thomas Valley was.
So he's a street cat that they meet that ends up saving him. So he's supposed to be kind of like an allegorical kind of somewhere with like kind of like low level gangster kind of vibe. Or I mean, that's who he associates with. Like, the other people are basically a gang. So he's like tangentially involved with the gang.
I see. All right, next up for you, Pam and Jim from The Office versus Kate and Vi from Arcane.
So Kate and Vi are long. They fucking better be. I'll book a flight today. And then
okay. Jesus. Bitch be cool.
I mean, they've got a house. I'm gonna say, even though I hate them, Pam and Jim medium. So Kate and Vi long, Pam and Jim medium is my go.
Yeah. God damn it. Okay. I wanted to put them short, but I think you're right.
I want them to be short, but they've got a fucking house. They're married. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna take a minute for that to erode.
Yeah, they're too entrenched to be short.
Yeah. If you were like Kate and Vi short because I was gonna fucking pull some cords out of my computer and lose my fucking shit. It's like
I actually did think about being medium, like for Kate and Vi in some ways, because like there are some mismatches that, like, I think you could argue would lead to friction and them kind of falling apart. But
sure. But also, I counter with, shut the fuck up and let me live my best life.
Yeah.
Let me have this.
But also, Sesbi and Lex, shut the fuck up.
Sorry, Sesbian? What?
It's spoonerized lesbian sex.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Sesbi and Lex, you know.
Sesbi and Lex. Okay, got it. All right, next up. We've got Jasmine and Aladdin versus Ariel and Eric.
Jesus H. Christ. Jasmine and Aladdin have to win this. Please, God. Okay, we're putting them long. Ariel and Eric, at best, fucking medium. That man's a rube. That dude finds a mute bitch on the beach, and he's like, wow! A woman who can't talk back to me.
Finally, the love of my life!
Yeah, like, medium, maybe short, when Ariel realizes, oh my god, this dude kind of sucks. Like, I don't give a fuck how gorgeous Prince Eric is and how rich he is. That guy's an idiot. I can't, like, he is the worst fucking Disney prince trope. Like, Jesus. Yeah, so Jasmine, Aladdin, long. I'll give Ariel and Eric. I have to give them medium. I think they have a kid. Locking it in.
To be fair, don't know if they have a kid.
I think there's a sequel with like their kid who wants to be a mermaid.
Oh, well, fuck. I didn't know that. So I have it as Jasmine and Aladdin medium and them short. I'll give you 1.5. Be a tiebreaker. Yeah. Jasmine and Aladdin, while like they've conversed things, they're still in that like, ooh, he's this mysterious boy from the streets. I love him, daddy, and he's honest with me. It's like, you're gonna figure out eventually that he's a guy from the streets, and you guys are not a great match. This is a like wish fulfillment that you are just prolonging because your dad's in society's medium about it. And Ariel and Eric is short because fuck, like in my headcanon, it's short because they both are stupid. Like Eric is just like, wow, like pretty lady, and Ariel's like, wow, pretty man that's a human. They're both like, both of those
they're both shallow as fuck.
shallow and dumb as hell. Also, like, what Eric wants is clearly like skin deep, and what Ariel wants is freedom, which is not what being rich is. Not in
Yeah.
that time. You have infinite responsibilities and you can't go certain places, especially as a woman.
Yeah.
So taste it. Also, they know nothing about each other. What are they gonna talk? Oh, great, you have your voice. Now let's see what we know about each other.
Sorry,
It's
you
like
were a
it might as well be a
mermaid?
prolonged match from fucking Tinder. It's just they went, yeah, that's hot. Like, oh shit, we matched. Like, but the fucking like text function is broken.
Yeah.
All right, what we got next?
I'm glad we had the same thought of just they're stupid. Cool. Okay. I have Princess Carolyn and Jonah versus Princess Buttercup and Wesley.
I don't know the first one offhand.
Princess Carolyn is the cat from BoJack.
Okay. Oh, and Jonah's the last guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So with the way you thought about it earlier, I'm gonna go Princess Carolyn, Jonah. I think I'm gonna go long on that one, and then Princess Buttercup and Wesley medium.
You locking it in?
Yeah.
God damn it! You know me too well.
Woo!
Yeah.
I mean, just the way it ends with Princess Carolyn and Jonah, where she realizes what he is doing, and like the way he cares for her, and like knows her, I think is like a perfect foil for somebody that's going to work that hard. Is having somebody that understands and is willing to meet them there.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Is like he really sees her for who she is, and like understands that she is not going to change that.
Yeah,
and he's
and
like
accepts it, and like he is what she needs, which is somebody that takes her as she is, and like
and is obnoxiously stable.
Yeah, just completely knows himself and is fine with the world around him.
Yep. He just, this is how I am, this is how I function, this is what we're getting. Like it's it is what
but
it says
also
in the
like
tin.
When somebody is angry or mean to him, he doesn't take it in because he's like, I know who I am, and that's you saying whatever doesn't change who I am. Like his sense of self is insanely strong.
As Eli would say, he's got a bit of the autistic Riz going for him.
Almost spit out my coffee. The autistic Riz.
Yeah. It's Eli finds himself weirdly drawn to that. I'm like, what does it say about me? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, thank you. All
right.
Yeah.
Next up.
What do we got?
Oh yeah. So what? Yeah. No, you kind of discussed earlier why.
Yeah, I think
I got a little.
I think Buttercup is just fucking shallow. Like she's just kind of a bimbo. Like she's.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Just like a like she is so flat. She's such a melodramatic bimbo. Like
she's so flat.
Like I don't know.
All right. So next up we got Ron and Hermione versus Lady and the Tramp.
Ron and Hermione minimum have to be medium. They have kids. Okay. Lady and the Tramp.
They also have kids.
Oh fuck, they do. Okay, so we got at least minimum mediums. So
we have multiple minimum medium marriages.
Yeah, exactly. I think we'd probably go. I'll go fucking Ron and Hermione long. Like they know what they're getting into. They know the other person. They've seen them kind of at their worst. They know their family situation. Like they really know what they're getting into. And it wasn't done on unequal footing, unlike fucking Harry and Ginny, which
yeah, I tried to fit that in here, but like
I'm like I immediately. The problem is I even have to prescribe that at least medium because they have kids somehow.
Yeah, that one's
fuck you, J.K. Rowling.
That one's uncomfortably weird.
Yeah, just also bordering on sexual assault because he just like grabs and kisses her in the comments. Anyway, versus Ron and Hermione finally kiss because they're like, yeah, we might die. And they're like, oh yeah, fuck it, like Okay, fine. So yeah, Ron and Hermione long. I'll go Lady and the Tramp. I'll go medium.
Locking it in?
Yeah.
He's a fucking tramp. It's short.
They have
That
kids.
motherfucker is going to be out there swinging that dick all over town like he was 5 minutes ago.
They have children.
So they're dogs. That takes 3 weeks.
That is not true. But
Okay,
yeah,
it doesn't take long. Also,
sure, fair.
you're right about Ron and Hermione going long. That one's a lock. They've been through hellfire together. They've come out the other side. They've seen each other at their weakest. They love each other for all the right reasons. Like, he respects her intelligence. She respects his bravery and his like courage under fire. Like, there's lots of things going on. They've known each other for very long. He's been stupid. She's forgiven him. Yep. He appreciates that, so on and so forth. But Lady and the Tramp, there's literally a song in the movie about basically how he's a player.
Again, and I'm not saying... the other problem, too, is you're pulling from shit from so long ago that I really don't remember it well.
Well, get fucked. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since you haven't seen it for sure.
I actually don't know that I've seen Lady and the Tramp.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Taste it.
These things happen. All right.
Watch more Disney.
All right, so I have Tristan and Yvain from Stardust versus Ross and Rachel from Friends.
I hate this so much. Oh, they both suck. They both suck so much. Neither of these is long. If either one of these is long, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Ross and Rachel short and Tristan and Yvain mid. Final answer.
I knew you were just gonna hate it so much. I don't care that you got 3, it was worth it. That's correct. Actually, I can't even. I have to give you 2. Tristan and Yvain go long. They actually do at the end of the movie because they just like go up and be stars together.
Oh God.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. Ross and Rachel do not fucking last. There's no goddamn way.
How could anybody be married to Ross, let alone David Schwimmer, for long term?
Damn. Yeah.
Like, how many times can you hear that when he comes, let alone when he wants you to open the door? Like, fuck. Prison for manslaughter before I have to hear that every day.
I love how much you absolutely revile that show. It's incredible.
So bad.
It's
so of its time, and it's so bad.
Yeah, it is. It is the worst of the 2000s. Or no, earlier. It's the worst of the 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah. Unfortunately, Tristan and Yvain, fucking, you see them go long, so I have to give them long.
That's fair.
I kind of forgot that they go and be stars at the end, because otherwise I would have gone medium, but it like clicked.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it shouldn't. Yvain can do better. Yvain also just shouldn't go be mortal. Like,
yeah.
Tristan, you fell in love with somebody who was forcibly ripped out of the fucking sky. Like, that's kind of fucked. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
It's got a lot of like My Bodyguard and Fantasyland vibes to it.
Yeah, it really does, especially with the whole witch thing.
True.
Crazy witch. I mean, I guess being saved from crazy witches who are going to eat your heart would do things to you, but...
All right. So next up, we've got Cinderella and Prince Charming versus... did I write their name wrong? No, sorry, I cut a letter off, or I mistyped it. It's Albert and Armand from Birdcage. You've seen Birdcage, correct?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well,
I don't think so. Hang on, let me quick check.
It's the Robin Williams, Nathan Lane movie where it's a gay couple.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Ah, fuck. Do I? Oh, I think I'm. Sorry, I thought you had.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I've seen like 2 clips from it. They're funny as fuck because it's
Okay.
Robin
I'll
Williams and
give
Nathan
you.
Lane.
That's on me. I'll give you a 0.5 on whatever your score is. So Albert and Armand, gay couple. They have their sons. Uh, soon to be in-laws and partner come over for dinner, and then hilarity ensues.
Okay.
They own a nightclub together. Albert is the owner, played by Ron Williams. This is like one of his few straight man roles, and Armand as Nathan Lane is the star performer.
Okay. Um. Okay. So I'll probably just do the default fucking Albert and Armand medium. Cinderella and Prince Charming. Oh, here comes the classic question of can a simple bitch make it in high society? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Cinderella's supposed to be very smart. Cinderella's also probably got a fucking case of psychosis. Um, she talks to mice.
Is that a plus or a minus?
I'd say she might just be a tad schizophrenic. But there's also magic involved. Maybe they can make her some fucking Klonopin or something. Uh,
Uh,
but also, I mean, like, Prince Charming's a hell of a fucking meal ticket, considering she just deals with domestic abuse constantly and negligence. And is it just a big middle finger to her shitty ass stepmom? Prince Charming at least has the decency to go look for his dance partner, even if he knows very little about her. Man, he gets infatuated fast. Disney princes need to fucking calm down or just jerk off more often. Because good
hey, stop
lord,
talking to me like that. I mean, who? What?
I'll go Cinderella, Prince Charming long, Albert and Armand medium.
You get 0.5.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I have Albert and Armand going long, given the tribulations of the evening and how long they've been together, given the
Sure.
circumstances. Also, this is kind of a middle finger to society. I want the adorable gay relationship to go better than the like stupid,
The shitty straight one.
the shitty straight one. Also,
Sure.
what does Prince Charming know about Cinderella? What her hips feel like, her eyes look like, and her shoe size. He knows fuck all about this bitch. And he's fucking marrying her on the spot because she had the right fucking shoe size. Fuck you, dude. That is not gonna last. You're gonna find a way for her to fall off a horse,
My
or for
only
her to
rationale for
disappear.
long is that she would commit to it just because, God, I'm not going home.
Oh, she's committing for sure. I just think Prince Charming's gonna wake up one day and go, "Nah, I can try again."
Fair.
This is some old timey medieval shit. He can 1,000% find a new wife and either get a divorce or suddenly
Or just
be a widower.
Yeah, so you can just get rid of her. It's fair.
I saw the way you looked at that footman. Clearly, you're cheating on me.
All right. I have Evie and Rick from The Mummy versus Hal and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's a good one. I think I have to go Evie and Rick Long and Hal and Sophie. Fuck. My initial thought was medium, but maybe it's short. All right, so what do we know about those two? Gets in a relation when he saves her. She sees him as weakest, but also he's like a pathetic man child. We're gonna go short on Hal and Sophie.
So we have Short on Hal and Sophie. You have Evie and Rick at
Long.
2 points. I have Evie and Rick at medium.
Interesting. Wow, I thought I was gonna get the Hal and Sophie wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. He's a fucking emotional man child. and they really don't know much about each other. I don't see
Yeah.
that shit going the distance.
You.
Like
She could
also,
also get like he could get tired of her. She could get tired of him.
yeah,
Like,
real fast. Like one too many tantrums and she fucking bounces. But also like she's not magic. Like so living in his world would just be taxing for her.
true.
Like I just fucking, especially when you consider he'll just like leave and go fight on a fucking war front. Like seeing him just come back bloodied and broken repeatedly, nah, that does not last more than a year or two.
Okay, so why the Evie and Rich medium?
Um, I feel like he, I feel like he would just do too much. Like, I feel like he would be unable to be happy being static, and I think she would want to be at a certain point. Like,
You haven't seen the second one, have you?
actually, I have, and I kind of forgot about it.
They have a kid,
They have a
and
kid.
he
Yeah,
is
no.
settled down into the non-life.
Oh, that's
He is
fuck me.
he's like
That's
living
right.
in like England with them.
How did I forget about that?
Uh,
Because it's not as good. Also,
yeah, the movie is it's fine, but it's
meh.
not nearly as good as.
Oh
the
yeah,
first
also
movies.
because the weird fucking Scorpion King thing is uncomfortable.
You mean the boulder?
It's a very interesting appearance from The Rock.
It was like one of his first movies.
I'm amazed it wasn't one of his last. Okay,
Yeah.
shit. Well, I put what
No,
I put.
I think 2 is fine.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. It has been a while. This is like a fucking animated show.
Huh?
They had like an animated show for a little while for the Mummy.
The fuck?
Yeah, I remember seeing like 2 episodes of it. It was kind of what you expected, to be honestly.
Oh, holy shit. Those are some 90s graphics.
Oh yeah.
God damn. That is cereal box animation right there.
Oh yeah.
That show should come with a free toy as an apology. Good Lord.
I gotta look. How bad is it?
Dude, it's fucking. I'm looking at the Mummy Quest for the Lost Scrolls, and I'm just like,
Ooh. Oh yeah, no, that's
that's giving off mad fucking pajama Sam vibes.
yeah, it's how did it
Where did we put the scroll of Emotep? Do you know?
How long did this run for?
It's like 2 years.
Oh my
2001
god.
through 2003.
Yeah, they did 2 13-episode seasons. What the fuck? How? Anyway, okay, cool.
Dude,
Moving on.
that looks hand drawn. That looks like a color me book.
Yeah,
That's rough.
it's hand drawn as an insult.
Their eyes are so far apart. Look at the PlayStation 2 cover. The eyes are like of the boy are almost leaving his head. You could land a fucking submarine between his eyes.
You don't land a submarine, you dumbass. No submarine is going in the fucking sky.
Well, eyes shouldn't be that far apart either.
Land a plane. Come on. Park a car. Lock up your bike. Something. Come on.
Lock up your bike.
Hey,
All right, before we get too far lost in the giggle fits, next up, we've got John and Jane Smith versus Simba and Nala.
Hmm. I think I go John and Jane Smith long, mostly for the fact that they don't kill each other, literally.
Look, you haven't killed each other yet. Clearly,
like you guys had an opportunity, motive, everything, and you didn't. And at this point, I don't know who's gonna kill you, so you're probably kicking around for a while. So I can go them long. I think Simba and Nala, I like. in large part because fucking male lions are whores and they fuck everybody. So like maybe medium. Yeah, probably medium.
Final answer?
Yeah.
I'll give you two.
Okay.
I just Simba and Nala is gonna be short, if only
Okay. Damn it.
because Simba, why are you fucking my mom?
Yeah, I was torn between short and medium, and my rationale for medium is that, like Nala is stubborn and his best friend, so maybe she'll try to overlook it for as long as possible.
Look, they're gonna be friends. They're gonna fuck forever, but they're not. They're not
Okay.
gonna be.
Yeah, fair, fair.
I don't know how much couple they're gonna be.
That's fair. I mean, it depends how you look at poly things, I guess. It sure shit ain't gonna be mono.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Create a dating profile for Simba into
harem.
poly.
All right.
Would you like me to add you to my situationship?
It is the most non-respectful poly arrangement you've ever seen.
Yeah.
We fucking everybody and their family. Anyway.
I fuck you, your friend, your mom. Who do I fuck? Just me.
You could
Don't
just
you
suck
dare
this
step
dick.
out.
You could just suck this dick and say thank you. All right, so I have Toru and Kobayashi from Kobayashi Dragon Maid against Red and Kitty.
I mean, we kind of talked about this earlier. I actually haven't seen. Oh no! Okay, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Okay, so that's the one where she's like a dragon in human form.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I have to go Red and Kitty long because of that '90s show.
Sure.
But like Toru and Kobayashi, that feels like it's gonna go medium, right? It's like I don't. Feels like it should go short multiple times, but in the watching of the show, it always keeps going. I'm gonna go Red and Kitty long, Toru and Kobayashi medium.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. My big rationale is that it's just less insane for Red and Kitty. Like,
Sure.
there's literal just less supernatural insanity. Like, I think that to a degree, Toru and there's some really sad art of this. That Toru is always in love with Kobayashi, and I think Kobayashi eventually would want like a peer,
Yeah.
like someone who would, I don't know, age.
Age, not be insane. Like there's so many.
Yeah, like it's super. Like, listen, I love Dragon Maid, but it's like to a degree, like Toru is kind of crazy. Like she's
sycophantic.
Yeah, she's a sycophant. That's a perfect word for it. Like she's a bit of a sycophant, and also like time is very, it's not a factor for her. And there's really sad art I've seen of like Toru like holding Kobayashi's hand like in a medical bed because she's old. It's just like, oh no. So yeah, I think Kobayashi would just want somebody who ages and like is a peer and not like, this person can't kill me by snapping their fingers. You know, not that Toru ever would. She'd never want to hurt Kobayashi, but it's like that power discrepancy exists.
All right. So my second to last one we've got here is Mulan and Shang versus Milo and Kita from Atlantis.
Milo and Kita stay together, I think, long term. I think. For like 3 reasons that I can think of. Like, one is like, I think Kita would just respect, like he gave up everything to stay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that goes a long way. Like that's something you have to acknowledge. Like, 2, for better or worse, there's like a sense of debt of gratitude, like kind of bonding them together, and just like shared trauma bonding them together. And like 3, that fucker is not doing better. Ain't no fucking way. Look at that scrawny nerd motherfucker. That man is plowing primo princess. No, he. You like the alliteration there?
You could have gone one deeper, but I respect you for pulling it short.
Plowing primo princess pussy.
There you go.
Yeah. I figured
3 P's.
I figured that the rule of 3 is nice. It's like that is inferred. I don't know, maybe he's a backdoor kind of guy. You don't know. Nerds are freaky. Quiet anthropology nerd? Nah, he's into some weird shit. We know this. That aside, Mulan and Shang, like, they would have trust issues. There are also tremendous fucking issues, like gender and societal issues around like just sex and relationships in general in fucking feudal China.
General?
So like I don't know if you give them a short or medium. I want to give them medium if for no other reason than the fucking grandma saying, "Would you like to stay forever?" But like Shane can do better, I think.
Wow.
No, I don't know. Actually, no, he should get like Empress's blessing and shit. Or Emperor's blessing. Like, the problem is, like, Shang is nobility. She isn't.
No, he's military. I don't know about is nobility and military like.
I mean, like his dad basically ran the fucking army.
Yeah, he's a general.
Yeah.
I don't know if generals are considered like. I agree that he has status. I just like don't know if nobility.
Okay, I mean either way, status versus not. Like, she's living on a goddamn farm.
Sure.
Like I give them medium. Mulan and Changa medium. I give Milo and Keto long.
So Mulan Shang medium, Milo and Keto long.
Yeah,
you nailed that one.
Okay.
For like all the reasons you said, I think Mulan and Shang. The only reason they don't, I don't think the trust issues come into play. I think it's the amount they know about each other might become problematic, and societal pressures might like intercede. But I do think they try to make it work. I think there is respect there, a relationship, and like an experience. But Milo and Kita, same thing. Also, like you said, you know, Kita's kind of about it, respects it. Milo is clearly not doing better. Also, they're locked in the society forever. More or less. Also that. And like he's clearly got like, you know, opportunity cost vibes going on of being like, well, he's the only white guy, so that's kind of cool. And she's clearly like game for like weird, funky shit. And yeah, he's definitely fucking whipped as hell, which would totally understand. So
yeah, no respect. Yeah. Not gonna yuck their yum. All right, I got Nani and David versus Mike Wazowski and Celia.
Nani and David. Oh, okay, from Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Wow, that's a good one. Okay. Wow. Well, save the best for last for sure on that. Huh. I feel like the range for all of these is pick one of three. Like I think there's arguments to made for like the whole gamut on both sides. Damn. Huh. I'm gonna throw out here that I'm gonna go short and medium. I'm not gonna go long on either.
Okay.
This is a pickle. Yeah, and like this, there's no sequel to like canonize either aspect.
I think there is technically a sequel to Lilo and Stitch. I have not seen it. It is not influencing my decision.
Yeah. Huh?
Or there was like this show that called
Yeah,
Lilo and Stitch.
same.
I've seen like none of it. It is not influencing my choice.
Same. So we're good in that regard. I'm gonna go Mike Wazowski and Celia short, Nani and David medium. Final answer.
Perfectly backwards.
Damn. Get the old goose.
Rationale being that like Nani and David, I say short because
Sure.
Nani has issues with having a kid that she's taking care of.
Yeah.
And like as much as I love David, I don't think Nani could do it. I think she'd get stuck in the loop of like, but I have to be there for my sister. I can't do this.
Sure. My
Um,
only logic against that was that like David clearly was in it for the long haul and was like fine with everything that happened. So he was
I just don't think she would be.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hadn't put Nani into the equation. I was looking at David against the maelstrom that was her life and being like, he's down for it.
Like David is absolutely a good dude.
Mhm.
I just don't think that Nani would be good for it.
Yeah, she wouldn't want to put him through that. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, and Mike Wazowski and Celia, I give medium because like they are way too tumultuous for me to fucking bank on.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
like they are so hyper reactive and like just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. I think well the more I think about it also they've been in a relationship, they've gone through some shit. I think I should have gone that one. Yeah, that your logic stands hard. That's good. All right.
Okay. I don't think I can catch you, but let's see the last.
I'm counting currently 19
19,
and
19
you
versus 3,
3
6.
6 10 13 and a half 14 so no.
No,
All right. Let's see if you can end on a high note as opposed to that low note.
sure.
Tarzan and Jane versus Beauty and the Beast.
Oy.
Let's pick a high society lady and somebody that speaks in grunts. Go.
Oy. Um, you're all awful. Uh, right. So we have refined gorilla versus Stockholm syndrome.
Reformed gorilla.
Sure. Reformed gorilla versus Stockholm syndrome. Oy, oy. Um, oh my god, if you put either of these as long, I have concerns. Like Belle should just like leave, right? Like fucking Jane kind of did a dumb thing and stayed in the jungle and like doesn't have an immediate boat home. So like she's probably in for at least medium. Um God, that's like my best rationale for that is she doesn't have a boat home. Um but like Belle just needs to go. Like there's so much wrong with the shit. Also that kid is like 14. Um I mean, no, he's like 19 or some shit, but still, like it's just weird. Um, yeah, I go Tarzan, Jane medium, Belle and Beast short. I feel like I'm gonna be perfectly inverse, but
Say it again.
so I'll go Tarzan and Jane medium, Belle and Beast short.
Nailed it.
Okay, I was like, it's either that or I'm perfectly wrong.
Yeah, there's no way either of those go long.
No,
My logic was I didn't even think about the like you're like stuck there. It was more Tarzan basic as fuck. Jane has been repressed and is mildly thirsty and look at that man.
that is a man.
Also, 100. Also, she's an anthropologist, and that's a specimen, if you know what I mean. Then on, then on the
We
other
already
side,
considered she was thirsty.
yeah, but also like just studying,
Sure.
sexually otherwise, great, great thing, and he's clearly down.
Fair.
Beauty and the Beast. We know something about each other, but not that much. He is still a young child. Also, there's two problems with him becoming human. One was Beauty kind of into the Beast, and now that he's no longer a beast and can get basically anything with royalty, does he want to?
Yeah.
Also, love Beauty, but is she a beauty comparatively to the rest of society? It's just like, can he do better? Does he want to do better? Is he a guy that likes to read, or was he just like, here's books, bitch, and then fucking like, I can't wait until this curse is lifted?
Yeah.
So I would bet short on that one. Yeah, I want the best for him, but
there's also still the complicating factors of like, well, he did kind of abuse Belle's dad.
yeah, family reunion's not going to be easy.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncomfortable shit there. So,
hey Maurice, would you go get something out of the dungeon for me? Fuck you. What? We're out of wine. I ain't falling for that again, bitch. Yeah, he's just gonna be triggered every time he comes over to their place for dinner. Just oh. All right. Well, if y'all have any qualms with our choices in grading, or you have some other great ones, please hit us up on Bluesky at SuperProsBros, or email us at superprosbros@gmail.com. And we will hear from you right back with a new. Or wait, no, we don't have a new segment this week. Okay, well, we'll be right back after these messages. Have you ever worried about your divine daughter keeping her whore legs closed till the night of the wedding you prearranged?
All the time. Literally, just the other day. Hun, wasn't I talking about that?
Do you constantly stress over your wife's continual devotion?
Literally, all we talk around the boar's head dinner table. That I killed, by the way.
Worry no more, esteemed protector, with I can't believe it's not chastity belt. With this tungsten carbide underwear and lock, the vaginas in your life will never have been in better hands. Just affix, lock, and leave it with your mind at ease.
Wow! Thanks, I can't believe it's not chastity belt. I now have all the time necessary to father more children with different women. Track my heirs and, maybe fuck a mythological creature or two.
I can't believe it's not chastity belt. So you can live your Disney parent fantasy before you die or get lost at sea. Not after. Oh! There you are. Welcome back.
Well, hi.
And have we got some recommendations for you? So, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but a couple weeks ago, went and saw a movie while waiting for a date, saw The Black Bag by Steven Soderbergh, and I'm not going to recommend that you see it, but I don't know, it's weird.
Okay, then so what would you recommend I do?
I do have an actual recommendation. So, The Black Bag is good. I just feel like it either should be the first episode of a series or the first 2 acts of a movie.
Okay.
Because it feels like there needs to be more after, and there's just not. It's an hour and a half, and it feels too much like an hour. It's just a little. It's good, albeit the lighting is a little rough. I'm not a fan of the way they lit the movie. Okay. There's like lights constantly out of focus, and it's just making me go insane. Sure. By and large, the movie's pretty fun. The dialogue's pretty tight. The relationship dynamics are a bit weird, but I think that's kind of the point. It is good. It just like it feels like it's missing a piece. So I don't know. I that kind of shit drives me crazy. If that's not something that bothers you, or that's not something you've ever had an issue with the movie, is feeling like that 3-act, kind of setup is missing, then I would say go watch the movie. I think it is good. Steven Soderbergh is one of the all-time greats, and there's a reason for that. Sure. But I think if you have issues like that, or I'm trying to remember the movie I saw, there's some Korean movie I saw with our buddy Peter Phillips a while back that I had the same issue but in a different direction, where it felt like it was like fucking 4 to 6 acts, and it was just like, why is this? This should be 2 different movies. This feels like unnaturally long.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember the movie, but this is the opposite problem. It feels a little too short.
Huh.
The idea of it was fun. It was, well done, but what I would recommend, and this is kind of interesting because these are both movies that kind of play with the like metaphor of relationships, is Fall Guy. Good 3-act structure, but more importantly, just really fucking fun. This is Ryan Reynolds being very goofy and very awesome. Emily Blunt being rad, and fucking what's his name? There's a couple really great villains in this movie. It's the chick that was Cersei being like a scumbag producer, and then the guy that was Kick-Ass and Quicksilver being like a lame douchey actor. And they're just clearly having a great time making this okay movie that has great action, a fucking sweet soundtrack, and just it's really low-key fun and stupid, but great. I would highly recommend it. It's just a fun watch that has some good residual like storytelling in it, but clearly is mostly meant to just like, let's have fucking fun at the movies and blow shit up and do cool action sequences. And they do, and it's great. And fuck Ryan Reynolds. He's so fucking awesome at everything. I don't know if I want to meet him, have his babies, or I'm worried about meeting him because then
Like, what if he secretly sucks?
Yeah, I don't know. I've only heard great things, and every time I see him act, I'm like, man. Anyway,
he does a bit of a typecast, but it's a very likable type.
But I mean, he has a typecast, but then he goes off and does stuff like fucking Blade Runner 2049. Like, he can do anything. He can do action star, he can do romance, he can do comedy, and it often does 2 of the 3 at any one given time.
Sure.
But like, he's fucking good.
He's got more range.
Then you see him like stuff like Barbie, where he's like, there's like basically no fight sequence. He's just being a huge idiot the whole time, but never breaking. It's like, holy, I mean, maybe there's a zillion outtakes where it was like on outtake, number 500, where he finally got it right. Because that the lines he has to say boldface in that movie are insane. I was uninterested in the patriarchy once I learned that there were no horses is a fucking sentence.
I haven't seen Barbie, but that's incredible.
I would. Oh my god. It's a banger, and it'll have you thinking, are you in fact Ken enough?
Okay.
That'll make sense when you see the movie.
Fair enough.
Next.
So I mentioned it a little bit last week, but I will give it, the green light seal approval. Common Side Effects. It's really good. Don't watch it high. I feel like it would do bad things to your brain. But it's very good. It is a very fun premise. That basically there is a mushroom that cures anything. Like, oh, you have a gunshot wound? This will fix it. You have dementia? This will fix it. It fixes anything. And so it's this really kind of fun look at, like, what would people do to keep that from getting into the street? Because, like, that immediately kills basically any pharmacy, any hospital, etc. Because mushrooms propagate pretty easily if you know what makes them, like, what kind of conditions they need to grow. And it's a really interesting kind of look at, like, why drug testing is also important, because, like, they don't know if there's any lingering side effects to the mushroom. And what kind of things it does beyond just heal you.
Yeah.
As well as, like, who deserves access to it and why. It's really interesting, and it's got kind of fun character drama to it. It has it is the guy who voiced Hank Hill being this fucking pharma executive who is He
Does
sucks.
it sound like Hank Hill still?
Yes.
Awesome.
It just sounds like Hank Hill being a very disinterested and stupid pharma executive. It's incredible. He sucks so hard. I love it. And it's really good. It's really well done. It has effectively trips that I'm like, I don't think you should watch this high. And there's absolutely one scene at the end you should not watch high. Someone takes way too much of the stuff and they have a bad trip, and man, I don't know what the fuck the writers or animators took. They're like, okay, I've got the perfect idea for a bad trip, but don't like it. I mean, but yeah, I think it's by the same people that did Scavenger's Reign, so that makes sense. That's still the same.
That's a wild change from Scavenger's Reign from like the trailer I've seen from it.
But, yeah, it's very different. But like a lot of the art is the same. A lot of the fucking crazy psychedelic shit is the same. But yeah, like there's you can see clear kind of through lines, or at least like clear similarities to its development. But yeah, it's very good. I think it's like 10 episodes. It's pretty short. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Sweet. So my musical recommendation from this week has been kind of noodling around in my brain. It's Little Sims, or the song is Gorilla by Little Sims. And
I'm not gonna lie, I read that backwards. I thought it was a song by the Gorillas.
Yeah. It was, I don't know if that's why initially I like listened to the song. That's something. But it's just got really good flow to it. And instrumentation for like a kind of hip hop rap song. It's really, really fun. Instrumentation is awesome. The delivery by Little Sims is really, really fun and just like kind of laid back. It's just a banger. Give it a listen if anything, what I just said kind of sounds like something you'd like to listen to. Definitely isn't for everyone, as most songs very rarely are, but this one is like really fucking sweet. Anything for you to recommend, or is it time to do the old quip off?
I think it's time we do the old quippening.
Quick to the quippening. All right, so what are we quippening this week, my Broskinkowski?
We are going to be quipping off a classic from our childhood, Lilo and Stitch.
All right, putting 2 minutes on the old biz, and take us away, bro.
My friends need to be punished.
Oh, good! My dog found the chainsaw.
Mr. Bubbles, aliens are attacking my house.
Ohana means family.
Don't run. I don't want to shoot you. You're very expensive.
It's fish! If I give Pudge tuna, I'd be an abomination! I'm late because I had to go to the store and get peanut butter, because all we have is stinking tuna!
But, Lilo, why is this so important? Pudge controls the weather.
Nah, the manager's a vampire. He wanted me to join his Legion of the Undead.
I knew it. Convinced an alien race that mosquitoes were an endangered species once.
I'm sorry I bit you, and pulled your hair, and punched you in the face.
Don't worry, Stitch. I'm sure Elvis had his bad days too.
You are so finished when I get in there. I'm going to stuff you in a blender, push puree, then bake you into a pie, and feed it to the social worker. And when he says, this is great, what's your secret? I'm going to say, love and nurturing?
I'm the one they call when things go wrong. And things have indeed gone wrong.
Help! I don't like the ocean. Ah! Oh, look! A friendly little dolphin. They help sailors during the war. It's a shark! It's a shark and it ain't friendly. Look, it's like a dolphin. Tricky fish! Tricky fish! Octopus will help me. The octopus is worse than the shark. I hate this planet!
You keep wearing that thing. Let me try. No. Share!
New job. Model citizen.
Good day.
Good day.
She likes your butt, fancy hair. She thinks it's fancy. Wait, last
Go for
one. As destructive programming is taking effect, you will be drawn to large cities. You will back up sewers, reverse street signs, and steal everyone's left shoe.
Well, with that, we have our episode. Thank you for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this, please feel free to
Like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe.
but don't forget, new episodes of Super Pros Bros come out the first and third Saturday of every month.
Bye.
Bye.